Hey guys, well here's an update on our Chevy Derby truck build. It's our 83 Chevy truck and just been hard at work getting it all stripped out at this point. So we got the grill off and that hardware for the headlights and bezels. Got everything cleaned out underneath the hood here. At least I believe everything's out except for maybe the I think the old fuel line is still stuck there. But other than that, this is stripped out and all clean and ready to go. And then we also got the windshield wipers, all that stuff's out. All the windows are now out of it. Oh, there's some scrap metal. I'm going to cut that into strips and then use that to weld the doors shut. Got that from a friend, so we're going to be using that. And man, this thing is, you know, it's pretty solid and clean, all things considering, being that from Indiana and the way the road salt treats vehicles around here. But it's just all greasy and grimy and pretty nasty down in there. So we're going to be hitting that with some degreaser and we're going to give it a good clean. And then at that point then we'll have some clean metal to work with and hopefully be able to drop that Windsor in here with minimal effort and modification. At least that's always the hope, you know. Got all the trim off the sides, emblems, all that sort of thing. Got everything off the outside. Still left the handle on the inside just so I can still open the doors to get in and out. At least until I get the roll cage in or get the doors welded shut. But got the whole interior stripped out at this point as well. The dash is completely gone. I filmed a video on that for all the guys that are asking me questions on it. I still need to edit it at this point, so not sure if you'll see that before or after this video. And it was a metal dash, so I actually had to use some tin snips and stuff and trim it to get it out. And so at this point I'm just going to then take an angle grinder and kind of trim that all up and make it look pretty, as well as just make it a lot safer so I don't got all those sharp edges sticking out. And got everything out from out back here, and this truck is just really solid, you know, for the most part. I think the only real rust you have is on the floors, and then the worst rust by far, and really the only rust on this truck, is right here. There's just a hole that got eaten away in the driver's floor. So I don't know if the window got open for a while or what, or exactly how that happened, but we'll just run a bunch of sheet metal on it and then be good to go for the Derby. I just got it's been piling up all the junk and stuff as I strip it out. I got all the metal and steel over here, got some aluminum and wiring over there, and then this is just trash that needs to get hauled away off to work into the dumpster and get that all cleaned up. But yeah, you know, just been busy stripping it out, got the exhaust out from underneath of it. Pretty much the only thing I have left to do in regards to stripping this thing out is I gotta get the hitch balls off the bumper, and I gotta get the gas tank out from underneath. And just a side note too, as well, as I got to get the drive shaft unbolted, just because it'll be a lot easier to make a modified drive shaft with that out from underneath the vehicle. So we'll get that out too. And a little bit of an issue as well is that the rear end is just really tight. I believe the drums are sticking just from being parked for a little bit of time. And so we're just going to pull the wheels off, get those cleaned up and adjusted, and then be ready to go. And hopefully at that point there won't be any other issues that we'll have. So yeah, man, nice solid steel, because my truck that I drive, my 2001 that I've got, has got a little more rust in it than this thing in some spots. So just getting it all stripped out. So yeah, we gotta get the gas tank out and the drive shaft off, and then at that point we'll pull it out of the garage, we'll get it all degreased, rotate it around, because I got the engine for it sitting back here. And why don't we just hike back there now that I just moved all the way to the front. But sitting back in here and underneath the plastic and storage is a 351 Windsor that many of you guys are aware of and have seen in the past. And I got a new carburetor for it. I sold my Demon that I had for it and got myself another one that should work out better. The Demon was just a little too much carb for that engine, unfortunately. It just kept kind of loading up and flooding. But with that engine in this truck, I think we'll have a pretty nice combination. So we're still going to keep on, you know. I got to pick up a radiator for it too, because the one that I had for that engine unfortunately was damaged in the last derby I ran, and need to get a new one. And then need to figure out the bumper as well, because this particular place where I'm running this, you have to run an OEM bumper, and it has to be bolted onto the vehicle. So it can be a car bumper onto a truck. So what I'm going to probably end up doing is taking the bumper from my Suburban, unbolting it from that, putting some plates onto this, bolting it down, and then I'll be good to go. And at that point, unless I find another steel bumper that I find that I think is more strong, but I doubt it. But we're still going to look anyway, just because that's just the way I like to do things and have a lot of options. So there you go. That's where we've been at. Just been busy stripping this thing out. You guys know how to do that, and if you don't, well, we got other videos on here to show you how to do it. So until the next video, we'll talk to you later, guys.